Well, boys, time for your daily slop. And somehow Jacksepticeye pissed off half the internet while making the other half of the internet be like, you know what? Maybe this man got a point. So Jacksepticeye and Tommy Innit and a few other people, I'm pretty sure, decided to do a lie detector test. The whole point of the lie detector test is to tell the truth. So, I mean, like, the whole point of the video was to tell the truth. So Tommy Innit decided to ask Jacksepticeye this question.
Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast?
No.
Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube?
Yes.
Now, in all honesty, Jack, why?
Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun.
Ooh.
Now, let me preface this. I'm not a MrBeast viewer. I'm not a Jacksepticeye viewer. I'm not a Tommy Innit viewer. I'm not none of these people's viewers, all right? Now, this is kind of rich coming from Jacksepticeye, all right? Again, not a viewer of MrBeast. I'm not a viewer of MrBeast. Really don't care about the content at all. We're going to get into him in a minute. But this is really rich from a guy that probably all together, all in total, has probably like 30 minutes worth of in-game time on Premiere Pro. This man will straight up upload 5 hours of him failing a game repeatedly until he gets it right. Like, my guy, if anyone out here can call out someone, it's MrBeast. At least someone edits his videos. Like, I really don't get the part where Jacksepticeye told Tommy Innit that, hey, MrBeast, if he actually liked his videos, they would be longer. Again, not a MrBeast viewer, but this man runs like multiple channels. Like, he is actually putting in production work into these videos. He is actually starting to struggle mentally with the amount of work he's putting into these videos, while Jacksepticeye sits down, "Can I put a warning to you?" And then he proceeds to play a game shittily for like 18 hours. I'm starting to sound like Asmongold here, but I mean, like, again, out of anyone that can say MrBeast is a bad YouTuber, Jacksepticeye and this whole little crony crew right here are the last people who can say that whenever they just upload straight up gameplay videos with the most bare minimum cuts ever. Like, my guy, if you're out here uploading this and you're saying, oh no, MrBeast doesn't like what he does, I'm sorry, but you hate what you do. You wouldn't even try to cut up the videos and make it seem special at all. You think, oh, well, I'm just playing the game, so that should be good enough for people to realize that this is different content from watching Markiplier or your buddy Tommy Innit right there play the exact same game. Whenever in reality, it's not, all right? You all are doing the exact same thing. If anything, you all are just carbon copies. There's green PewDiePie, red PewDiePie, and orange PewDiePie, all right? All you guys are just one person at the end of the day. Now, I know I'm ripping into Jacksepticeye, but at the end of the day, did MrBeast ruin YouTube? Kind of, because a lot of the bigger channels are now just carbon copies of MrBeast. But can you really blame MrBeast for that, seeing that Jacksepticeye did the exact same thing these people are doing with MrBeast? He copied the biggest channel on YouTube to gain viewership. He literally did the exact same thing he's accusing MrBeast of. It's literally the pot calling the kettle black. Like, how many horror video games are you gonna play before you just start realizing that, oh, it doesn't really matter anymore? Because if you guys don't know, humans are pretty adaptive creatures. If you get jump scared a few amount of times, after a while, you're gonna just stop reacting to it. Especially if it's literally the same game that you continuously play. Like, it's one thing if you don't really play horror games all that much and you get scared. It's another thing if it's your whole job to play and review horror games. After a certain point, you stop getting scared after a while. Unless you know that bag is gonna go down if you don't scream like a little girl at the first sight of a PNG. It's also kind of funny how Tommy Innit skirted this whole drama because he kind of started it. Why would you ask if he liked MrBeast and then he says no and then you continue prodding him? I mean, like, from what it seems like, this probably wasn't the first time he talked shit about MrBeast in public with his friends. So Tommy probably knew that Jack would have gave a pretty good reaction for his video if he asked him these series of questions. reasons. But also, at the same time, Jack is a grown man. He could have just said, I don't know. If the lie detector said, oh no, he's lying, then Jack would have been like, I'd rather not say. Now, in my opinion, this is just, you know, a video that was blown out of proportion. Jacksepticeye doesn't like a YouTuber. Cool. In most situations, that's where most dramas probably stop. Someone says they don't like a YouTuber, they give their reason, and then most people just move on after that. They're all right, fair enough. But obviously, MrBeast has to respond to this because you don't want people with 30 million subscribers going around saying, I don't like MrBeast because I think this and that, and you don't defend yourself. So, of course, MrBeast responded on Twitter saying, so, I ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and sports cars and instead reinvested my money into making content / focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people. If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What does that even mean, lol? You think I'd give up every hour of my life for 14 years if I didn't have fun? This clip is insanely disrespectful in my opinion, and obviously there is so much I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man. Sigh. This response from MrBeast is very much warranted, seeing that, you know, Jacksepticeye kind of did attack him and his character on a pretty public video, and anyone saying that, oh, well, MrBeast should just let it go. I'm like, he's just drawing more attention to the video. Both of these creators have almost 44 million subscribers combined. MrBeast is just responding to a peer at that point. It's like a grade school student talking to another grade school student at that point. But there's a few points in this tweet that I kind of want to respond to myself because, in my opinion, I hate humble braggers. I hate them with a passion. Because if there's something worse than a rich person flexing, is a rich person trying to act like they're not flexing. Like, I hate that so much. So I didn't buy a mansion and sports cars. You've bought plenty of sports cars. For plenty of people. What do you mean? For content. Like, this part of the tweet makes zero sense. He has done that, and he has used the whole, like, rich lifestyle in his content. He has profited off of that kind of lifestyle content. It makes no sense why he would be like, I haven't bought mansions and sports cars, and then he has videos where he's like, giving away a $500,000 house, giving away a Lamborghini. It's like, my God, you literally are doing the exact same thing you are saying that you haven't done. Just because you gave it away to people doesn't mean it's not a humble or a rich flex at all. How many people are actually out here being like, oh, you know what, boys, today I created a whole new video. I wanted to give away a really expensive item that is worth more than anyone's life savings. Like, not too many content creators can even do that. Even huge ones can't even do that sometimes. And just because for you don't want that lifestyle, that's cool. If you don't want to actually drive around a Lamborghini and live in a giant mansion, cool, bro, good for you. Why do we care? You're still buying these products. You're still teaching kids that, hey, expensive cars and houses are cool. Expensive things are cool. You should want to be rich. You are still putting that mindset out there. And then another part of the tweet that I want to get into is MrBeast talking about how he reinvests all his money back into content, which, again, good for you. Who cares? Jacksepticeye is a gaming YouTuber. After a certain amount of money, you can't get too much more expensive with a gaming YouTube channel. And also, the other part where MrBeast saying he's having fun with making these videos, then what are these tweets where you're struggling with your mental health and your actual health from making videos weekly, instead of you just saying, how about I take a break, give my staff a break, give everyone around me a break so we can all just come back and collect ourselves? You're like, no, we gotta go, even though I'm the biggest YouTuber, and even if I take a year break, I would still get 100 million views whenever I come back. Like, I don't understand what MrBeast is getting on. You created this yourself. You created this monstrosity. You can't even control yourself because now you have to make videos to continue to pay people, because for some reason your videos have to get more expensive and more ridiculous, and they can't just be, hey, we did something for the community today, or hey, we did this for these people in our community today, and hey, we picked up trash in the forest. This is just gonna be the video. No, it's we gave people expensive surgery. It's like, my guy, after a while, like, yeah, it is your fault that you have to keep reinvesting into your videos and you can't buy these Lamborghinis and mansions. you did this to yourself. Because in my opinion, it feels like a cope whenever he keeps humble bragging about his philanthropy. If you're a philanthropist, just be a philanthropist. I would assume most philanthropists don't even bring up what they give money to whenever they're in an argument with someone. I would assume most of them be like, that's not even a part of the argument. I'm a better person than that. I shouldn't be able to collect and claim people's struggles like they're trophies of things that I spent money on. Like at this point, buying a Lamborghini and bragging about it is the exact same thing of MrBeast walking around saying, yeah, hey, you heard I gave 100 people in Africa some shoes. Like, bro, we don't care. Like, bro, you're doing the exact same thing. Humble bragging is literally just a rich person flexing. And you know what? If you want to flex all your shit, cool, bro. Just don't act like you're better than someone whenever you're doing it. In my opinion, this is just a reactionary tweet from MrBeast. He really should have took time and thought out his response to this, because this is not a good look for him. I understand that a lot of people are saying, oh no, MrBeast is in the right for this tweet, but in my opinion, he just showed how much he actually doesn't like creating content. Because instead of him just either creating more good content or him actually bringing out real responses to Jacksepticeye saying like, hey man, what do you mean I don't like my videos? I put a lot of time into my videos, I put a lot of effort into my videos, I actually hired editors to edit a lot of my videos, I plan them out for days if not weeks in advance, and all you do is sit at your desk and scream at a camera for 4 hours, or you claim or at least suggest that your videos are better than mine in nature, whenever in reality they're not really the worst in nature than MrBeast's videos. But that's my whole opinion on this MrBeast versus Jacksepticeye thing. It's stupid, alright? Both of them are horrible content creators. Can we at least say that? I am the best content creator. How about we say that? I can just sit here and do nothing. Can I get paid millions of dollars just like Jacksepticeye? Hell, I can go out and be creative just like MrBeast. But you know what? I have no money to do that. But boys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also, 5v5 has officially ruined Overwatch 2. Check out this video to find out how.